Hi, I'm Brie, the owner of Shark.arttack, my small art business where I make nature-inspired things. So today I thought I'd record my intro and market rundown outside because it's absolutely boiling in the UK. It's crazy, it's like 32 degrees today. It's insane. There's literally no respite, it's just so hot everywhere. The only place you can seem to find it anywhere that's cold is in the supermarket, which I went today and thank God it was actually cold in there. Like, oh my God. I mean, today's not that bad. I mean, actually today is that bad, but at least there's a breeze today because the past few other days it's been really hot with no breeze, but at least there's a breeze today. The next few days it's meant to be cooling down, but I hope everybody's been staying hydrated and had hats and shaded and been drinking well, and just, yeah, I hope everybody's been well even within this heat because oh my gosh, it's just insane. Also, if you hear anybody talking in the background, it's just my parents because obviously I'm outside and my doors to my house are open, so everybody's enjoying the heat and the breeze and everything. Well, I say enjoying the heat, it's a love-hate relationship, but yeah. So in this video I was going to Trentham Makers Market, which was in the weekend. It's now Friday. It took me quite a while to record the intro and the outro for this video just because it's been so hot this week and I've been suffering from some bad headaches, so it's taken me a while to actually sit down and record the video, but finally gotten the chance to do it. This market was really good and the weather was actually really nice on the day as well, but it wasn't this hot, thank God. I'm so glad it wasn't actually this hot though, because I think I would have had such a bad headache and I just wouldn't have been able to cope with it. So I'm glad it wasn't this hot, but I think it was around like 25 degrees or something like that, maybe 24, I honestly don't remember. But inside the tent I think it was a bit hotter because obviously you're in a tent, it's like plasticky, so it like insulates the heat, so it was a bit hotter inside the actual tent, but I'm glad it wasn't like over 30 degrees because honestly it would have been horrible. But yeah, I think I'll just get on with the video. Though before the video starts, I will say my next market is on the 18th of July at Campfield market in Manchester, and I will give a bit more information about that at the end of the video. So yeah. 30 minutes until the market starts, but there's already people looking around, so that's super exciting. But yeah, I will keep you updated sort of as much as I can because this is my only phone, so if this battery runs out then I'm kind of screwed with my Square reader. So yeah, When I get my first sale, I'll probably make a video saying I got my first sale. I've had my first sale. It was a necklace, so that was great. It's over halfway through and I've made over half of the table back. No, I've made double the table back, I think. So that's great. Yeah. I have a peach iced tea. Yummy, yummy, yum, yum. We also have about 2 hours left. So I'll update you in the next hour or so of what's going on. There's just under 1.5 hours left and I've made just over £200, which is amazing. I don't think I've ever done this well at Trentham. I'm not completely sure, but yeah. The market's over now, so we're packing up. The rundown bit of the video. I hope you like that. I tried to record a little bit more than I usually do. I'm trying to get better at recording at markets, though it's only been a few markets that I've actually started recording at. I think at my next markets I'm going to try and aim at recording some customer interactions. I wanted to do it at this market. I remember too late in the day and there wasn't too many people coming into my stall, so I wasn't able to do that. But I think at my next markets I'm going to possibly do that, and yeah, hopefully there might be some customer interactions in my next videos. But let's get on to my rundown. So like my Victoria Baths Market video, I'm going to split this section to 3 sections. So I'm going to have sales, bestsellers and thoughts of the market. So first of all is my sale. I've got everything written down on here, so if I'm looking down, that's why I'm looking down. But on sales, on my card reader, I took £162.01. I don't really know where the 1 pence came from because nothing I sell has a 1p on the end. So I do not know where that 1p came from, but it's there nonetheless. I have no idea where that came from. And then in real life money, I took £45. So that in total comes to £207 1p, which is, again, crazy. This is much like my Victoria Baths Market. I honestly, like, that was a crazy market. I don't think I've ever done that well at Trentham markets. So thank you so much if you came into my market stall and purchased something, or even if you came in and browsed and had a conversation with me. It honestly means so much to me. I think I made most of the £207 in the first half of the market. The second half of the market seems to slow down a bit. But for me to make that much just in a few hours was insane. It was just crazy. Taking off the fees for the day, I have my square reader fees, which were £2.85, my table fee, which was £47.50. So overall I took a profit of £156.75p, which again is insane. I don't think, again, I've done that well at Trentham, and that's crazy. I always had the perception that Christmas markets would just generally do better than markets throughout the year because people will be shopping for presents for Christmas. But I'm thinking there's maybe 2 reasons for this. One reason might be that I was just too new on the scene last year and people were like maybe like, I don't know this maker very well, or maybe my products are received better during like the summertime and the springtime. But it may also be because last year people were very conscious of what they were buying, but people are still like that this year, so I don't know. I might find it better to compare Christmas markets from last year once I've done some Christmas markets this year, and then I'm better prepared to compare Christmas markets for my business once I've done it 2 years in a row. My average sale for this market was under £10, but I did get free sales over £20, which is crazy, especially for me, because most of my sales are £20 or under. So to get free sales over £20 is just really amazing, and I want to say thank you so much if any of those 3 people are watching. On to my next section, which is bestsellers. There wasn't really a single bestseller at my market. I just had singular sales of items. So I've categorized my items, so like prints, jewellery, clay things, stuff like that. So my best sellers, if in the categorized items, were my jewellery pieces, which I sold 8 of. And I never usually sell that many jewellery pieces, but my mum and I think it might be because it's summertime and people are thinking more about jewellery because they can show off this area and like their face more. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, like during Christmas when I had my last markets, usually people are more bundled up and you can't see like where the necklaces would land, or like maybe even like this area because you'd have a scarf on and you'd have your hat on, especially in the UK when it's always raining or like cold, and many people aren't even going out during Christmas time because it's so cold or windy and the weather's just bad. People are going out more, and especially because people in this time period over like June to September, people are going on holiday. People might be like intending to go to these markets to get jewellery to go on holiday with. So I feel like that might be why people are buying more of my jewellery, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll have to see in my upcoming markets whether that's the case or not. I also sold 5 prints, and one of which was my new angel shark print, so it was great to see that that was received well. That was really nice to see that someone liked my new print. Trentham strikes again with my originals being sold. I think all the times I've been to Trentham, I've had an original sell, so it's actually a great place. I really do love Trentham. So at this market, my humpback whale original sold. I wasn't expecting it. I think I was a bit shocked. So the guy who actually bought it, I saw him at first walk past my stall, and then I think he like did some sort of double take thing. I'm not sure what happened, but he walked past and then maybe a second later he came back in, and then he wasn't even walking around like looking around for like even like a minute, and then suddenly he said, "I think I'll take that humpback whale." I think for a second I thought he was joking, but then my brain suddenly clicked into place and I was like with a shocked face smiling, and like my dad got it down, and then I was still really shocked. I was like, what is going on? Someone wants my big massive whale original. It's like A3 size. And then yeah, he was saying that he liked just how simple it was with no background. It was just the whale. And then he was like saying he was going to put it in his office, which I don't know why, but that made me like, oh wow, it's like inspiring intellect, and it's like librarian core. I don't even know if that makes any sense. Just knowing where it's going to go in someone's house is just really nice to know, and knowing who it's going to is also really nice to know, and knowing that it's going to be well loved and in someone's house is crazy. It's just crazy. Just knowing that another one of my originals has sold and it's going to go in someone's house is just insane. Like, I just can't comprehend it. Again, after like I think I've sold 5 or 4 originals now, like just yeah, I just don't know how to comprehend it still. I don't think it's ever gonna click that I'm selling originals. Like, I don't know, maybe one day it will, but not right now. I'll move swiftly onto my thoughts before I keep on blabbering. So it was lovely weather. It was just the right amount of hot for it to be okay. I think there was also a good breeze, so it wasn't too hot. And then Trentham is always so well organised, even though when you get there you usually just pick out where you want to go yourself, like where you want to be situated. When you have your own gazebo, you usually just pick out on the row where you want to be. It's still really well organised, and then it always has good footfall. So even though I said it dropped off a bit at the end, it still has really good footfall, and you can make back your stall amount. At least I found that. So I really like Trentham for that reason. And I just love Trentham as well because it's such a lovely place, and everybody that I've met there is just a lovely person. Like, just the customers and my neighbours and other store people are always so lovely. So I just love Trentham for that reason. Also, I found at Trentham this time around, a lot of people were interested in sharks, and I had a lot of conversations with people about sharks. So I don't know whether there's like an increase in epidemic in shark people. There seems to be a lot of people who have an interest in sharks. A lot of people came into my store saying, oh look, there's shark things, and one girl even mentioned that she knew of a goblin shark, and I thought the goblin shark was a shark that maybe like a select few of shark lovers would know. So the fact that she had that knowledge was really great. So yeah, I've just got good thoughts all around for Trentham, and I hope to return in the future, though I'm unsure right now when that will be. My next market is in Manchester at Campfield Market on the 18th of July from 10 to 4 p.m. and I'm so excited to be doing another market in Manchester, as Victoria Baths was amazing, and I do in fact live in Manchester, so it's great to do something so close to home and more local than I usually do. So I hope to see you there, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.